Welcome to Digital Marketing for Contractors, a podcast for home improvement contractors to help you crush your lead goals and take your business to the next level. Join us each episode as we give you powerful insights and practical tips on the best digital marketing strategies to help you grow your home improvement business. Let's get started.
Welcome back to Digital Marketing for Contractors podcast. We are starting a new series. It's called the Rewind series. We're going to revisit our most downloaded episodes of all time and give you the 2025 update. What's still true, what's changed, and what you need to know now. I am Caitlyn, and I'm so honored to be sitting here next to my business partner, Janet.
Hello, I'm Janet, and today we're rewinding to the magical month and year of July 2023.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
It does feel like an absolute lifetime ago. In that magical month and that magical year, July of 2023, the year of our Lord, we published an episode on the Google Analytics new version.
It was coming out 2 years ago.
It was coming out 2 years ago. It's called Google Analytics 4. And that was when Google shut down Universal Analytics, which was the analytics tool that we'd all used for like 20 years. And let me tell you, the marketing world was acting like the sky was actually falling.
Every contractor was getting one of those scary emails. Urgent, switch now or lose all of your data, which was only half true.
So today we're going to break down what still matters when it comes to GA4, what's changed since then, and the actions that you should take in 2025 and 2026 to make GA4 useful and not overwhelming.
Okay, so we're going to rewind, but we're not going to make you re-listen to that episode, even though it's our top episode ever.
So maybe you've already listened to it. Maybe you're one of the people who listened to it.
So in 2023, we kicked it off by saying, I've been getting emails that make it sound like the world is falling apart because Google is switching to Google Analytics 4. And then immediately, is it as big of a deal as everybody is making it out to be? I'm going to say no.
Yeah. And so that's what we were saying then, that Google and really so many like scare tactic emails where our clients were getting hit with these.
Yes.
Oh my God, do it now or everything's going to be horrible. And then they'd turn around and ask us, is everything going to be horrible? And what am I supposed to be doing now?
What's going to happen with my data?
So some of that is still true today. You're not going to lose your business. You're not going to lose business because of a Google Analytics update.
You're not.
You're just not. Analytics are analytics. It's reporting.
Yeah.
You're not going to tank your leads, and you absolutely don't need to hit panic or hire someone out of fear just to get more charts and more reports. Because that's what it is. It's charts and reports. It's not leads.
Honestly, just it's not still great.
Everybody put the gun down. It's fine. It's going to be fine.
So in that OG episode, we laid out the basics. We talked about analytics is just a tracking tool.
Charts and pie charts, bubble charts, line charts.
Maps of the United States.
Oh, yeah. I actually did really like the map thing.
It measures visitors, pages, sources, and events. It helps you understand what's working online. And if you had Universal Analytics, it simply stopped collecting data. That is so true, though. Like,
yeah, in 2023, it was like, nope, no new data can go into this.
So forget trying to track anything before 2023 that happened on your website. What else do we explain?
Yeah, so in 2023, when we did this episode, we were explaining, things that should resonate with you. Like, what does analytics track? It tracks page visits.
Important.
Form submissions.
Very important.
That's the one you should care about. People filling out a form saying, give me a quote. Click to call. Mm-hmm. Also important, but sometimes it's people trying to sell you something. Yeah. Click to text. And which of your service pages were getting the most traction. It also showed you where traffic was coming from.
Important.
That means like, are people visiting your website from paid ads, from your social media campaigns, from organic search? Or are they coming direct? So that was kind of a recap of what we talked about in 2023 when it came to Google Analytics 4 and Universal Analytics. What else did we talk about in the OG episode?
So we debunked the fear-mongering. We told everybody you don't need to panic. You do not need a massive rebuild, and you do need to make sure that GA4 is installed. Please, if you're listening to this and y'all don't have Google Analytics installed on your website, just send me a personal email and I'll help you out.
Okay, so that's what we talked about then. So what is
still
the
true?
same? Yeah, what's the same?
It's been 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Here's what has not changed. You, a home improvement contractor, you do not need to become an analytics expert. You just need GA4 for the information that helps you make marketing decisions. And fun fact, you can even delegate those marketing decisions. So you really just need this tool installed on your website that's going to spit out reports that help you decide stuff.
Still true. You will be totally fine if you aren't checking analytics every week. Many level 1 and level 2 contractors can run without obsessing over data. If you have an agency, they're doing it for you.
Yeah. Also still true, analytics can help you diagnose problems.
Absolutely.
So let's say the traffic on your website drops.
Yes, or way increases.
Or your leads slow down, or a specific page stops converting. Analytics is the tool that you're going to get out of your toolbox to help you understand why.
Still true. You should never be overly dependent on one source of traffic. In the original episode, we talked about a contractor who got 90% of their traffic from PPC. Huge red flag. Still a red flag today.
So what else is still true? That was true then when we recorded the original episode. Looking at your traffic mix, just like Caitlyn said, and that mix is like, is it coming from your social? Is it coming from paid ads? Is it coming from organic search? That is one of the fastest ways to evaluate the health of your digital ecosystem.
And last but not least, still true, if you had universal analytics before 2023 and never upgraded, that data is long gone. And that's okay. Just start fresh. So let's get into it. What's different?
Yeah, so that's a recap of what we talked about 2.5 years ago and what's still true. So what's different is that GA4 now, 30 months later, is, had to do some math in my head. Did you see how, did you see smoke coming out when I was trying to do that 2.5 years math? I think it's 30 months. Anyway, so here we are 30 months later. GA4 is now much better at cross-device tracking. So they're not perfect. So back in the original episode, we talked about how people, that's users, and you probably care about homeowners, how they switch between their phone, their iPad, their desktop, and GA4 now does a much better job of connecting that one human as that human puts down one device and picks up another.
And in 2025, that's even more true. People jump devices constantly. I know I do. I know Otis over here.
I absolutely do.
More than I do, yes. And GA4 can merge a lot of that behavior.
Yeah, but privacy settings, Apple tracking restrictions, cookie loss, all of that disrupts tracking.
So GA4 perfect? No. Is it the best we've got? It really is. So here's an action step for you if you're listening. Check your mobile versus desktop performance each quarter. We actually look at it monthly, just so you know. But quarter is very important. If mobile conversion is low, your mobile website experience needs work. So there's an action step.
Oh, that is a really good tip.
Yeah.
So you're saying, just let me linger on this tip for a second. You're
She's
saying don't just look at where are you getting traffic, mobile versus desktop.
Yes.
Take it a step deeper and say, where are you getting conversions? And let's say, I'm just going to make it really easy. Let's say half of your traffic people are looking on a mobile device and half of it they're looking on a desktop. But 80% of all of your conversions are coming from a desktop.
Yep.
That's a red flag.
Yes.
You should be getting more mobile conversions.
Yes.
And so that's a clue telling you something about your website on a mobile, on a phone looks janky.
Yes. Ding-a-ling-ding.
Or people can't click on things, or the button is obscured by
a new pop-up you've added. Yeah, correct.
The millions of chat bots that you people always want to put on your sites are making your mobile site
just don't put it on
janky.
Mobile. Okay, difference number 2.
Did you see that?
Yep. She's trying to scroll up with her
I'm trying to
finger.
scroll a touch screen that's not a touch screen. Yeah.
Back to
I
my
am
original
aging
point.
in place on this episode.
That's why she jumps devices. A second difference, the data modeling has improved significantly.
So GA4 is going to fill in the missing data with machine learning. And universal analytics, that's the old analytics before they forced us to change. It would never be able to do that.
What does that mean? So even if someone blocks cookies or tracking, which a lot of y'all do, GA4 can estimate behavior patterns more accurately than before.
So this is especially helpful for us in the home improvement industry because we see a ton of traffic from iPhones, and iPhones is noteworthy to pull out because Apple has made such a huge push in recent years on privacy. So those iPhones are going to have those privacy settings baked into them. They're going to have ad block devices. The Safari browser is very different. So with all of that, with so much traffic from homeowners coming through iPhones, it can make it difficult in the digital marketing world to get the data on the reports that you really want to see. Like, where are my conversions coming from? Where's my traffic coming from? Where are people dropping off?
Yes.
Well, if they're all on iPhones, it's really hard to see because Apple has made it so challenging to share that data with Google Analytics.
Action step, again, level, 1 and 2, this is something you can definitely reach out and have a marketing, agency or your marketing team do this for you. But you need to review modeled conversions. That's just, you can search for it in there, modeled conversions in GA4 once a month, especially if you're on PPC. This is going to help you understand the real picture.
So that action step of reviewing modeled conversions, I want to make sure I'm following the conversation.
Yes.
These are, this is GA4 using probably AI to guesstimate where they can't see. So they can't see into the black box that is Apple phones, but they've still got reports to help us figure out, and that's what they're calling modeled conversions.
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's a cool tip.
I know. Good. These are good tips. The third difference, the interface is 10 times more confusing.
Yeah, I hate GA4 compared to the old Universal Analytics.
I'm going to be completely honest. Like,
it makes me grumpy to log into it.
And we have staff here at Fat Cat who just log into it easy breezy, lemon squeezy. We have a dashboard that is synced up with GA4, and I use that dashboard because it's easier to use. Anyways,
I feel like if we can just go on a rant for a second, all of the things that were really cool that you would want to look at from your analytics, they were in like a sidebar that was easy to navigate, and you could expand it, and you could look at like mobile conversions. And now you log into GA4, and to me, it just looks like a big old white screen with nothing to click on.
Nothing. So
you have to like know the magic place to click to have it expand, and then.
Well, guess what?
What?
It might be 10 times more confusing, but it's 10 times more flexible.
Whatever. That's why we have staff. So if you're a contractor and you're listening and you say things like back in the day, like I say a lot, and you're like, back in the day, I could log into my analytics and I could see stuff, and now I log into it and I don't see anything. You're not alone.
You're not alone. It does give you incredible flexibility, but it is not built for beginners, to Janet's point.
Yeah, and I've come full circle where now I'm a beginner.
So this is actually
I like this action step.
This is a good step.
Hit the listeners with the action step.
So you can create, because of the flexibility of GA4, your own dashboard with, and this is what y'all should be looking at all the time, total users, total sessions, and this is obviously your website, your top pages, contact form submissions, which is known as events, click-to-call events, and traffic sources. Obviously, we can build this for you. GA4 makes it pretty easy for you to do it yourself as well.
I love this action step, but I'm going to be a little bit sassy and salty.
Oh, no.
So Google gave us Universal Analytics that showed us all of those things you just rattled off. Then they took it away from us. They shoved GA4 down our throats. Forced it on us. Took away the data from the old platform.
Gone.
And now to get the, like, what are those top 6 data points that used to be right there front and center on the old Universal Analytics.
You got to make it yourself.
Now you got to go make your own damn dashboard.
Which is what I just told y'all I've done with our own tool that we use.
Hate. That just makes me so irritated.
So irritated. But hey, at least it's more flexible.
We love hating on Google.
Difference number 4. Attribution models. Attribution models. This is so important, especially.
So this is what's new and different since we recorded in 2023.
Yes. Attribution models have become more accurate for contractors. In 2023, attribution was messy. Nobody knew. Was it PPC, organic, brand awareness, radio, yard sign?
So for the
Janet's
addled and old who are listening, what do you mean by attribution? What does that word mean to you in this context?
Me, Caitlyn?
You as a digital marketer.
Oh my God. It's how you know where you're driving traffic to your website. It's how you know this. I mean, like it's how you know where people are coming from to find your business.
Right.
Okay.
And leads.
Yes. And well, obviously leads.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
like,
it's not just leads.
Yeah. But like, it's like, I know because of this PPC ad.
Yeah. I generated 20 leads,
yes.
which generated X amount of dollars.
Yes.
Yeah. This is what our clients always want to know.
It's so important. Attribution.
Where did I spend my money where I made money back?
Correct.
And that's what attribution is.
And we've got episodes on attribution throughout this podcast.
So in 2023, when they shoved this new tool that nobody asked for down our throats, attribution was a hot mess.
Bad.
And now in 2025, a hot 30 months later, GA4 is giving us, quote, data-driven attribution that actually gives you clear insights into which channels deserve credit.
So to Janet's point, it's actually answering questions, big questions.
Where did that lead come from? Where did that traffic come from?
Is my SEO actually doing anything? Is my PPC spend too high? Are my offline campaigns working?
Love it.
Action step. You need to review your conversion paths once a quarter. Again, it does make it easy to just search conversion paths. You'll see the order channels appear in before someone fills out a form. This is incredibly useful. So yes, Janet was saying it's about a lead, but you can also see, like to Janet's point, or even to my point, that, okay, somebody came into off my website directly because they saw a yard sign, and then they left, and then they came back through an ad, and then they filled out a form. Conversion paths, super important.
How is it tracking yard signs? Do we have to use special URLs?
Yeah. Oh my God. I think we've got another episode on that. But that directly somebody could scan in a QR code off a yard sign or directly type in your website URL. And so you're assuming it's a yard sign or a truck or anyways. Okay. Difference number 5, Janet.
In Universal Analytics, again, that's the tool that we all loved and they took away from us. Universal Analytics. Events
horrible
were a pain. So what is an event?
Dumb name.
An event was the name that Google gave us for, let's say you had a big old red button on your homepage that said like Valentine's Day sale.
Yeah.
We could configure what's called an event to tell you how many times somebody clicked on that button.
Yeah.
And then we could do tests. Yes. So back in the day when we had Universal Analytics and you wanted to configure events and track them, you had to configure every single event separately and manually.
Oof. And it was hard to be accurate. On a positive note, GA4 tracks many events automatically. Scrolls, video plays, outbound links, etc.
Okay. So that sounds good. Finally, something good about GA4.
One positive difference.
One small thing.
Easy.
Events are easier to track. And so for home improvement websites, the biggest wins for that event tracking are still easily being able to track click to call, click to text, form submission, get an estimate button clicks, project gallery interactions, and navigation between service pages. Let's say you've got a kitchen page and a bath page. You can see where people navigated between those those two things. That's called an event. And
Yep.
so all of that is easier to gain insights from with Google Analytics 4 or GA4.
Definitely. Action step, you guys, make sure your primary conversions are configured. We'll have this all listed out, but generate_lead, form_submit, call_click, and request_quote are just a few examples that these drive real decisions when you have these configured.
Not the sexiest names in the world.
Wow.
But
It does.
And we didn't name them, but yeah, if you're going into GA4 and you're looking at primary conversions, those four, to your point, those are the real, that's where the money is.
It is.
That's where people are making a decision to interact with your business.
100%.
And you want to be able to track that data.
Okay, Lord. So if you're listening to this and thinking, just tell me the steps. Okay, what should you be doing right now? Okay, top 5 GA4 to-dos for contractors in 2025. Jen, I'm going to let you swap it back and forth with me.
Okay,
Number one,
Number one, make sure GA4 is installed correctly. Many contractors that we encounter when we first start working with them, they think their analytics is installed correctly, and it's not. So number one, make sure it's set up right.
we can definitely audit your site for free to let you know if it's not installed correctly. Number 2, track only the events that matter. Don't overload those accounts with noise. It's so easy to get into the noise. Focus on, as you guys know, as you do already, calls, forms, clicks to those contact us pages. And then, of course, high value service page engagement. Are people spending time on your bathroom remodeling page? Are they spending time on your James Hardie siding page? What's happening there?
Okay, number 3, check your traffic mix monthly. We hit on this earlier. You want to make sure you've got a healthy mix and avoid the trap of relying on PPC, which are those paid ads, alone. I think we mentioned earlier in this episode, in the original 2023 episode that we did, we had somebody that we saw, they were getting 90% of their traffic from ads, especially in this day where like AI is changing how people search and there's new AI driven browsers. If you're relying so heavily on paid ads, you could get caught in a bad situation. So number 3, check that traffic mix and make sure it's a healthy mix of different sources.
Number 4, it's just simply not possible. You can compare year-over-year data based on what's in GA4. We do not have the data from Universal Analytics. It's gone. You can't match
so
it.
if you're like, hey, we did fantastic in 2021.
Yeah, 2022.
2021, 2022, I'd really like to compare June of 2025 to June of 2022. You can want it just like people in hell want ice water, but you ain't going to get it. You're not going to be able to compare. You can compare stuff from QuickBooks.
Yeah.
You can compare stuff from your
CRM.
You can compare memories. Maybe you kept a journal in like a pink notebook. You could compare all of that, but you ain't going to get a comparison of 2025 to 2021 from Google Analytics.
No.
Because they took it away from you. So just stop trying to do it.
Yeah. Unless you had a spreadsheet maybe with exported out data.
Maybe you exported a spreadsheet.
I don't even know why you're
'cause
looking
a
at
crazy
information
person.
from 2022 at this point.
I could guess. I could imagine people who went through the past 24
Which
months
sucked.
that we've all lived through. Which,
That's true.
You know, a lot of liquor was consumed.
Yeah.
Decisions were questioned.
That's true.
You know, we all
That's true.
looked at ourselves in the mirror.
It's only forward from here, y'all.
And we're like, what just happened? What just happened in home improvement? We were riding high and then we weren't riding high. So like I could see in 2025 going like, hey, you remember when
Things were good in 2022?
Yeah.
What was different?
What was different?
You can't see it.
Not in Google Analytics, you can't. You can see it in your vacation pictures when you were happy. Your liquor bill that was lower.
She went there. This is the last step for now, and I promise you it's one of my favorites. You've got to use GA4 to find quote-unquote leaks in your site. If people visit your roofing page 1,000 times, but only 3 forms come in, y'all, something is not working on that page.
Yeah. You've got you, my friend, have a conversion problem. And there's a cream for that. And GA4 will show you where to put that cream.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
You just processed what I said.
Yeah.
I could see it on your face. You're like, ew.
Oh, so
let's only record podcasts late in the afternoon.
that's my goal. And if you're still with us and you want to make sure your GA4 is set up correctly or fix it without hiring a developer or an agency, even though we're a great resource, you can download our free GA4 resource at fatcatstrategies.com/GA4.
It walks you through the exact steps of how to set it up for a home improvement website. There's no panic, no tech speak. It's just a really easy to use guide that shows you exactly what you need. So go to our website, fatcatstrategies.com/GA4, and you're going to get that free guide. So thanks for joining us for another episode.
The first.
It's another episode of the podcast, but it's the
is.
first in our Rewind series where we're revisiting popular
The best of the
episodes from the Wayback Machine.
We love going back through these foundational topics.
Yeah, and showing you what's changed. I hope this was, at best, I hope it was at least a little bit entertaining. If you had a long and boring drive and you were listening to us, I hope you got a chuckle and learned something.
Man, I don't want to personally rewind the last
The last 24 months, no. Not for $1 million.
No. But as always, make sure you're subscribed. Our next rewind is coming up next week, and it's another fan favorite shocker.
Shocker. Okay.
See
Thanks
you next
for joining
time.
us, and see you next time.
Thanks, y'all.
Digital marketing for contractors is created by Fat Cat Strategies. For more information, visit fatcatstrategies.com.